There are questions we carry quietly into prayer, not because we lack faith, but because we fear what it means to ask them. Questions like, why do I pray and still feel empty? Why do my words rise but nothing seems to return? Why do I believe in God, yet feel disconnected from Him inside my own chest? These are not rebellious questions, they are human ones. And pretending they don't exist does not make faith stronger. It makes the soul lonelier. Many people think prayer should always feel full, warm, reassuring, emotional. But the truth is, some seasons of prayer feel silent, dry, even hollow, and no one prepares us for that part. When prayer feels empty, guilt often rushes in. You start wondering if you're doing it wrong, if you're spiritually weak, if something inside you is broken. But what if emptiness is not the absence of God? What if it is the place where deeper awareness begins? Sometimes emptiness appears when faith matures, when belief moves from emotion into endurance, when God stops being felt constantly and starts being trusted quietly. An empty feeling does not always mean nothing is happening. It can mean something is being stripped away. Old expectations, false images of what faith is supposed to feel like. Prayer is not a transaction where emotion is the reward. It is a relationship that sometimes teaches us how to stay, even when nothing is felt. And this is the part many are afraid to hear. God is not offended by your emptiness. He is not threatened by your questions. He is not distant because you feel nothing. Often the silence you feel is not rejection. It is space. Space where faith is no longer carried by feelings, but by choice. If you are here today, praying without emotion, without clarity, without strength, you are not failing. You are standing in one of the most honest places a believer can stand. And now, instead of hiding this emptiness, we bring it into the light, not to fix it quickly, not to force meaning, but to speak truthfully before God. If you're ready, we will move from questioning into conversation, from confusion into gentle prayer. I come before God without trying to fill the silence with perfect words. I do not rush to sound faithful. I do not pretend to feel what I don't. I acknowledge this emptiness honestly, not as a failure, but as a condition of my heart right now. God, I am here, not because I feel close to you, but because I choose to stay even when I don't. There is a strange pain in praying while feeling nothing. It creates confusion. It makes me question whether you are listening or whether I am still capable of connection. But today, I understand something deeper. Faith is not measured by how full prayer feels. It is revealed by whether I remain when prayer feels empty. So I stop fighting the silence. I stop trying to manufacture emotion. I stop apologizing for the way my heart feels. God, if you are present here, not in feeling but in truth, teach me how to recognize you differently. Teach me to trust you without emotional confirmation. Teach me to stay without reassurance. Teach me to believe that silence is not abandonment. I bring you my exhaustion, not just physical tiredness, but spiritual fatigue, the kind that comes from believing for a long time without relief, from hoping without visible change, from praying while carrying unanswered questions. I admit that sometimes prayer feels like speaking into space, and I'm afraid to say that out loud. Afraid it means I am weak. Afraid it means something is wrong with me. But today, I release that fear. God, meet me here, not where I am strong, but where I am empty and honest. If something inside me is shut down to survive, I ask you to approach it gently, not forcefully, not impatiently. I do not need loud miracles right now. I need quiet reassurance that I am still held. If this emptiness is part of a deeper transformation, give me the patience to endure it. If this silence is teaching me how to listen differently, help me not to run from it. I stop demanding that faith always feels comforting. I accept that sometimes faith feels like staying without answers, and in this moment, I choose to remain. Even if all I can offer you is my presence, even if all I feel is stillness. I trust that you work beneath what I can sense. I trust that you are closer than my emotions suggest. I trust that emptiness does not disqualify me from your care. And slowly, without forcing it, I allow hope to breathe again. Not as a feeling, but as a decision. If you are listening to this and recognizing yourself, know this: you are not distant from God. You are standing in a place of honest faith. Emptiness does not mean absence. Silence does not mean abandonment. And questioning does not cancel belief. Sometimes God allows the feeling to fade so that trust can grow without needing proof. What you are experiencing is not the end of your faith. It may be the moment it becomes deeper, quieter, and more resilient. If prayer feels empty today, stay anyway. Not because it feels good, but because presence still matters. Let this be your reminder. You are allowed to come to God exactly as you are, without emotion, without clarity, without strength. And if this message reached you, I invite you to respond, not out of obligation, but out of honesty. In the comments, write just one sentence. What question about God have you been afraid to ask? Your words may help someone else realize they are not alone. If you want to continue this journey through reflections, prayers, and conversations that don't avoid the hard parts of faith, stay connected to this channel, Signs from Heaven. More messages are coming. Messages for those who believe, even when believing feels heavy. You are seen, you are held, and you are not walking this path alone.
Let truth be louder than the lies that say I'm less than who you are. Surround my family with your peace, those close to me and far away. Go where my arms cannot reach and keep them safe through